Guys, guess what? I have community posts now. Yep, I've hit the big 500, and now I can use community posts. Look, I already posted one. Let me take a quick look at these responses here. Alright guys, no more community posts. It was a good run. Game modes. There are lots of them in Brawlhalla. It's like I'm starting a video essay. Despite there being so many game modes in Brawlhalla, there are still a few that really need to be added. So today, I'll be going over those game modes. Our first game mode on the list might be a bit of a shocker to you guys, but I think there needs to be a new casual 1v1. I know, this completely came out of left field. I've never ever said anything about this before, so you guys had no way of knowing that I would ever want such a game mode to exist. Anyways, a new casual 1v1 mode is really needed. All the points that I made in my full video on this topic still stand. In fact, they've been all but amplified in recent times. Back then, there was only one significant test feature that was on experimental, which was the dodge changes. However, in the past couple weeks, there have been a few features added to experimental that completely alter the way that the game is played. And when I say a few changes, I mean a lot. Look at that, two pages of experimental features? I've never even seen that before. There's changes to weapon spawns, there's changes to wall slip, there's changes to the map pool. I mean, might as well call this Brawlhalla 2.0. Alright, so I went to Coslix's channel to find the clip for, whatever it's called. The Brawlhalla 2.0 thing. But, look what I found. What is this? I am retiring. Now, wait, hold on, it's funny to see something like this, when, meanwhile, you have, wait, where is it? Don't tell. He deleted his video talking about the fact that he clickbaits. Okay. Alright, let's just hear him out. Let's see, why is he retiring?
Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Coslix, and today is a weird video, so I titled this, I'm retiring from Brawlhalla.
No, you didn't.
First, I just want to say, before anything, the whole point of this video
5 minutes later.
Best spent elsewhere. Because my effort is best.
Alright, bro, I get it. You're clickbaiting. I got it. It's okay. At least tell me that the video. Okay, here it is. Brawlhalla 2.0. Here it is, guys. It's the video I was talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I love these new experimental features. In fact, I love playing experimental way more than ranked nowadays. The real problem here is that experimental and ranked have to be played like two different games nowadays. And when I'm using experimental to warm up for ranked, well, it kind of defeats the purpose. So, for that reason, and everything I talked about in my original video, please, add a casual 1v1 mode. Out of any game mode I'll talk about in this video, this is the most important one to add. So please, take my advice, add this game mode. Next up, clan battles. I have an honest question here. What's the purpose of clans? I know that sounds like a sarcastic joke, but no, seriously. Why do we have clans? Like, you know clans are useless when someone is asking to join your clan just because the name looks cool. And honestly, I feel like it's a wasted potential. As someone who played Clash of Clans for years on end, I could tell you that having clan battles and whatnot are really fun, but that's just non-existent in present Brawlhalla. That's why there needs to be a mode in-game that deals with clans and clan battles. You can make 1v1, 2v2, and crew battles, so that way it's not all just one mode. And then all you have to do is make a scoring system, make leaderboards, and then give rewards so that way people feel compelled to play these game modes. I feel that adding things like this will make clans feel important to the game. Cause let's be honest here, there's only a couple reasons nowadays that you join a clan. A. You think the name is funny or cool. B. You got invited to a sweaty group and you feel validated and cool just by being associated with them. And C. Actually, that was it. Another game mode that needs to be added? A tournament mode. Now, before you ask me if I'm stupid or something, no, I'm not. I'll have you know that I scored so well on my IQ test that they gave me extra credit, an 105. Anyways, I'm aware that there's already a tournament mode, but is it really? Even the announcer doesn't agree that it's tournament mode.
Arcade.
And yeah, it's true. The only reason you'd ever play this mode is if you have no internet connection and you're that desperate to play Brawlhalla that you're willing to play against a bunch of bots that you can't lose against. Or you're a Blaze guy.
So what this basically means is that I won 3 games in a row with every legend against bots, with every legend apart from Moonin and Arcadia.
So it's obvious that the tournament mode in Brawlhalla isn't really tournament, but what about actual Brawlhalla tournaments? Well, actually, a tournament just happened, so let's see how I did. I let a friend play for me. Now, in past tournaments, I have seen my fair share of golds, but for the most part, I feel like they're inaccessible to people below plat. I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily, but when golds do try and play tournaments, they're completely confused on what to do. As someone who's had to wait over 10 minutes to play a tournament game just because the creator of the room didn't know how to change to tournament mode, let's just say it can get a little bit tedious. That's why I'm proposing that we have an actual tournament mode in-game, so we can expose the newer players to tournaments earlier on. Plus, I think it would just be fun in general to have smaller scale tournaments that you can do at any time. You can make queues of 32 or 64 players at a time to just have a small scale tournament just for fun. I know this game mode might be a little bit hard to pull off, but I think it'll be worth it, as it'll expose a larger percentage of the player base to tournaments. Plus, the actual tournaments might have better turnout because of this game mode. Okay, this next one is another must-have. Multiplayer training mode. Now, there are 2 different ways you might be reacting right now. If you've never touched ranked 2v2s in your life, you're probably wondering why this needs to exist at all. On the other hand, if you ever tried to practice a team combo, you know exactly what I'm trying to say. I cannot tell you how minorly inconvenienced I am. Every time I want to practice a team combo, I have to put a third player in the game and then move him to the center of the stage. It's too much. It's way too much work. Of course, I wouldn't have to do that if there was multiplayer training mode. In all honesty, I don't see why this wasn't made when training mode was first added, but okay. Okay, those are the 4 game modes that I feel are absolutely necessary, but these next ones are just for fun. Like this one, for example, Portal. I cannot be the only person that thinks it would be really cool if there was a game mode where you could place portals around the map and then teleport through them. Obviously, the inspiration for this one is the Portal series, but I think it would play out relatively similar and be a really fun twist on the game. This one is very ambitious, and I doubt it'll ever be added, but I think there should be a story mode. There is 0 chance that BMG never had any intention to add a story mode. Look at all this lore. There is no way that BMG took the time to write the Bible, but then somehow didn't do story mode. Now, the real question is, how would this work? Would it be like regular Brawlhalla, or would it be something else? Personally, I'd love to see a Brawlhalla adaptation that uses a side-scroller, you know, like in the Mario games.
Yo, they got Pikachu on this mic. I forgot they had Pikachu on this game.
One thing though, if this were somehow to be added, please BMG, do not make it like how Smash has it, where you have to unlock the characters through story mode. I hate that. Just keep it how it is in Brawl. Gold's already useless enough, so please just keep one of the only functions it has. And lastly, I think there should be a game mode where you swap legends with your opponent. Now, when you play Brawlhalla, you can already choose random, and you might be thinking that this new game mode idea is quite similar to that. But think about it, you have complete control over what the opponent uses against you. That means you can either give them a legend that they're really good at, or really bad at. And if you lose, it's basically all on you. I think a game mode like this would really help with adaptation, as you have to accept the role that your opponent gives you, as well as defeat the legend that you gave your opponent. And yeah, that's all the game modes I got. Well everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you so much for 500 subscribers. That was going to be my yearly goal. And we're 1/3 the way through the year. I mean, that's just insane to think about. So we're shooting for 1K for this year. So please, if you have not already and you enjoy the content, please subscribe and get me to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Anyways, that's about all. Alright, I'm out of here.